I just want to do a quick little tutorial on how to put a tire on a wheel using manual tire spoons. These can be found for like $3 each at Harbor Freight. And I've made a wheel solution. Basically this is tied with a little bit of water in there. What you want to do is, if you've got a wheel that has the tire pressure monitoring, make sure to go ahead and keep an eye on that guy. It's real important that we don't damage it. What you want to do is make sure that you have the direction of the tire figured out. If it's if you have the tire starting with an indication that says this side out, we'll make sure to lay the face flat on the ground. Real quick, just go ahead and spray a little bit of lube on the bead. Make sure that bead seat is nice and clean on the wheel. Start with the tire pressure monitoring device down inside. You're going to be face down. Take your first tire spoon. I'd like to put a little bit of weight on it, on the wheel, and then just work your way around using little tiny bites with that tire spoon. Making sure not to overstretch the bead. You'll feel it if it starts to overstretch, it'll crack and pop. And I like to go from side to side, working it a little bit at a time. Alright, once the tire is over the first bead of the rim, we'll go ahead and flip it around. Now we're going to do the exact opposite on the other side, making sure to start 180 degrees off of that tire pressure monitoring device so that we don't damage it. We'll start by putting our spoon in, catch the lip, begin to start with the tire depressed pretty much in the recessed part of the rim. Once you get it situated, you have a little bit of pressure. I like to stand on it to make sure it keeps from walking up. And again, using a back and forth motion, we'll just go ahead and work it on. Taking little tiny bites usually proves to be the easiest route. If you try to go too far and bite too much of the tire, try to wrap it on, it really makes it difficult. Working our way closer and closer towards the tire pressure sensor. And it's on. Now we're using balancing beads, BBs, or airsoft pellets, or even Dynabeads sells a package that you can use to balance our thing. So I'll resume on the second part of this video once we get those in. Using the available sliding scale that you can find online, we've determined that about 4 ounces will correctly balance these in a dynamic fashion. All you have to do, use the digital scale, determine the amount that will be appropriate for your tire size. We'll use the tire spoon to kind of peel the bead back. Simply place the BBs or the airsoft pellets down in there, making sure that there's nothing on the actual bead surface. And we simply set the bead. Once it's completely set, We'll air it down, then we'll put the valve stem back in. Once the valve stem is in and tight, we'll then go ahead and set the tire pressure to the recommended manufacturer recommendation. Once the tire pressure is set, you're all finished.